2, 1.
On the scene at Progressive Field for another live Prepare for Listoff. Doug Lesmerises, Bud Shaw from cleveland.com. Reasons to like the Indians' chances. Bud, what do you got?
Number 3, Roberto Perez seems to think he's Johnny Bench. It's a good sign for
Johnny Bench is a famous old baseball player.
Yeah, if you didn't know that. Number 2, I think the Cubs have seen the worst of Andrew Miller, and they're down 0-1. And number 1 on my list is Corey Kluber. It's always Corey Kluber. If you heard Terry Francona after this game, he has every intention of bringing him back in Game 4 if he has to, and in Game 7 if he has to. They still have to figure out what to do with Corey Kluber, and nobody's been able to do that in the postseason.
Number 3 for me is Francisco Lindor, who I think people fall more in love with every day. You saw him get the offense started. You saw him celebrate the Perez home run. He is bringing life to this team. He's done it all year. It's the World Series. He's still doing it. Number 2, this was a little strange for me. I was in the Cubs clubhouse after the game, and they were still very confident. They liked their at-bats. And I almost thought they were too confident for a team that didn't do anything. Like, I almost wanted them to be more panicked. So their confidence made me worry about them. And number 1 is the Indians are up 1-0. And that's obvious and stupid, but this was huge. Because now you have wiggle room. They could lose games 2 and 3 and still be fine because you got Kluber for Game 4, and if he wins, you're 2-2. If they would have lost tonight, what would they have done?
It's the one thing they didn't do in the 90s was ever get out ahead of anybody 1-0, except for one time.
It sounds silly. It's gigantic.
Sure is.